Hey, Chris, now that we're on the topic of wealth, hey, everybody, we have a special offer. Meet Me in Napa podcast is partnering with Purity Wealth Group. Once again, Meet Me in Napa podcast is partnering with Purity Wealth Group. What does this mean for you? This means that you can get a complimentary financial education class with Purity Wealth Group. Well, how do you get it? You go to mmin.pwg@gmail.com and you'll find this in the link below. And what you'll get is this complimentary class. You'll be able to understand wealth management, how to build a life for not only yourself, but for your future, for your wife, your children, your great-grandchildren. We are gonna be taking over this industry. So thank you, PWG, for partnering with Meet Me in Napa podcast, and let's take over this financial world and the podcast game. Peace. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Meet Me in Napa. Your host here, Jeremy Jackson, bringing you the best interview and content all around the world, but especially here in Napa Valley. I want to say that I am flabbergasted, elated.
Look at him.
No, really, to have a special guest here today, Miss Boozie Brunch.
Hey.
How you doing today?
I'm good. We got some wine.
Yeah, we got some wine too.
You know.
Yeah, we got some wine. We got some Napa's, some Sauvignon Blanc. And we got the picnic cups today because it's summertime. It's warm out. I don't want to do the
Not
fancy.
the picnic
we got
cups.
these are picnic cups
I
because
love
it's
picnic cups.
On a hot day in Napa, it's not always about the. Sometimes it's not about the swirling of the glass. You just want to have a cold, crisp,
I agree.
white
you can put it in the
Sauvignon
red
Blanc,
cups too, man.
Chardonnay, whatever, and get right to it. So, how you doing today?
You know, Jeremy had me driving out here. You know what I mean? I'm all right. I'm a little tired, but I had to come and meet up with this man. He's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Well, no good conversation starts in the
So-
valley without a cheers.
Okay.
So let's cheers to a good conversation. Yeah,
I'm here for that.
And I'm gonna get you to drink more. It's like, I'll tell you something. Like on Club Shay Shay, the more they drink, the more they start.
The more the conversation.
Yeah, so I need the Cat Williams interview on this one.
Okay.
So, Boozie, you are, you're big time. You're doing some major things out here in the Bay Area with the brunches. You're all over the place. You are, you probably are the most wanted person that I know of in this area, at least when it comes to the brunch. But I want to start a little bit for the people, who know you through the brunch. I just want to kind of go back to the beginning and just tell the story. Like, who is Boozie? Where are your humble beginnings? Where were you born? Where were you raised? Where did you come from? And we're trying to lead up to where you are today.
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to say town business. So, born and raised in Oakland, went to Berkeley High, all of that. And,
Not Skyline? You didn't go to Skyline?
Nah, I didn't go to Skyline.
I heard the real
man.
ones go to Skyline.
I heard the real ones go to Berkeley High. I am for the town. Berkeley High was nice, man. It was nice. I'll be honest. I was supposed to go. I'm a polar bear, by the way. From North Oakland. So I was supposed to go to Tech. And one day, me and my mom were driving. I drove past Berkeley High. I saw the lights. I saw the crowd. I said, "Oh, it's lit!" And literally, I was like, "I want to go there." She was like, "Because of a game?" Yeah, because of a game. So, my grades were amazing. And they let me in Berkeley, so I went to Berkeley 4 years, and it was amazing.
Okay.
I met some great people. Some of my best friends came out of Berkeley High, man.
So how was your experience in Oakland growing up? What was that like for you?
It was good. I mean, for me, it was good. I have a really supportive household. So like for me, I know that people face challenges and whatnot growing up in Oakland and different things. I really had a great upbringing. I was on the cusp of Berkeley, so it was cool. It was
they
real
call that,
cool.
that's like North Oakland.
Yeah, it's North Oakland.
Yeah.
We don't get the respect that we need to. Shout out to Fab, man. We out here polar bears, rocking.
Shout out Mr. Fab. Yeah. And that's, I like that because oftentimes when it comes to Oakland and a lot of inner city, people always associate that with the worst of this.
Correct.
And what people don't realize is that there's the majority of them are just everyday working class families. And then yes, you do have that sector where there's going on, some things, but it's not like that for the majority, right?
There's good and bad in every city, right?
In every city,
you know what I mean? And Oakland definitely has its opportunity, but like I don't want it to be defined by the culture that you see on social media or on the news, because there's only certain parts that are highlighted and identified, right? I'm associated with, and I personally don't like that, but I just want people to know that I am a Black woman coming out of Oakland and, in the tech realm, doing what I can do to represent the Bay.
Yeah.
Just the overall culture,
Yeah, you very Bay with your energy too. I love it. I remember when the first time we came to one of your brunches, and I think that was the one in Sausalito.
Yeah.
And you had the mic and you walking around and you dapping everybody up, and me and my wife were looking like, okay, because we used to see it online, but to experience it is a whole different thing.
I love I love the brunches, man. Like being able to really, it's one thing when people see me online. Shout out to y'all. Okay, shout out to y'all. But it's different when I'm able to interact, to meet people, get the hugs, have the stories, maybe toast a glass or whatever. Like meeting my community is amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's
So you graduate Berkeley.
Yeah.
Did you go off to college? What was your next steps after that?
Yeah. So I went to college. Went over to San Jose State.
Okay. So you kept it Bay through and through.
Kept it Bay. And then I graduated from San Jose State with a Bachelor of Science degree in PR, and I was in the marketing and all that department.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Journalism department.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was me, and then after that, I worked for. I was a barista for a little bit and moved up, working my way through school, and then I was a store manager for a relatively large coffee company for a bit, and then from there I started working at another tech company, a large tech company, and it was magic.
Wow.
After that,
wow,
and I'm still here.
You still here, huh?
Still there,
still putting that 9 to 5 in.
Oh man. Been about a long time in the tech realm. 9 to 5. Yeah.
So one of the things about what you do is it's very reminiscent of Oakland always had these things like back in the 90s and 80s. LA, I think it was 80s and 90s. They had the lake, right?
Yeah.
On Sundays, everybody pull up with their old schools, and I remember being young.
That's a little bit before my time.
Yeah, it was before my time too. But I remember being young and knowing about it, hearing about it, and I seen it, and I used to couldn't wait till I got older
so you
to
could
do it,
right?
and then it was gone. By the time we started coming of age, that was kind of gone, right? But the Bay Area has always had a reputation of very small festival style events happening all over the place. So it's not a surprise that what you're doing, what you kind of created, right? Your brand, the Boozie Brunch brand. But with that brand, so you're going along, and what were you like a person who threw parties when you're in high school or college? Like usually you see this kind of trail of what led up to what you created today. Was there something like that you used to do? Were you always like life of the party thrower, or did this just something that, like, how did you get into the brunch space and the content creation space?
That's like two separate. So there's Boozie.
We got time. We got some time.
All right. So there's Boozie Brunch, and then there's Brunch Fix, right? So those are two different entities. So with Brunch Fix, which is a brunch event that I host monthly, and it's a brunch tour essentially to connect the community with local businesses that I feel like are impactful, right? I feel like they're great spaces where I want to bring more visibility to them, and then we work with them to bring the community together, and we have a good time, some R&B music or whatever, some great food, and we just have a good time. So to answer the question, I didn't host anything. I didn't have any parties. What I will say is that I've always been a little bit of an outgoing person.
You've been the life of the party.
A little bit. Like for graduation, I was the mistress of ceremony. So Berkeley High, I was talking in front of 5,000 people. I've always been the person that's kind of been on stage and whatnot. I worked for I was an intern for KMEL.
Okay.
So I've always been a talker, and I feel like it was in me. But one thing, the reason why Brunch Fix came about was because I realized that I didn't see us represented I saw, there was one event maybe that hosted R&B brunches, but I didn't see them anywhere. And I'm like, well, I don't really see us represented as much, right? So I'm like, I'm going to do that. I'm Boozie Brunch. I love brunch. Let me go ahead and just bring that about. And that's when it blew up and it expanded. And I feel like I had a huge contribution, I could be wrong, with bringing that brunch culture, especially the R&B brunch culture, to the Bay Area. I wasn't the first for sure, but I definitely think I had that impact and brought that visibility across the board.
Who were some early inspirations on, you said you weren't the first. Who were some early inspirations that inspired you?
It was a place called The Last Word, and I believe they were in like Pleasanton or something like that.
Okay.
And they were hosting them. But again, it looked fun, but I just didn't see a lot of representation, diversity in there. So I'm like, hey, you know what? We could do that. Bring it a little bit closer to us, and I want a melting pot of people there. I want everybody represented there, right? So that was kind of my goal, and then to bring the community together. And then also my twist was I want to do a brunch tour. So we're not just going to do it at the same place every time.
Right.
We're going to have different places that we're doing it at, right? So we're going to do it here. And I'll be honest, it's hard when you don't have that repetition of doing it at the same place every month. It can be challenging
because you got to re-execute.
You got to re-execute,
which we learned, huh?
Yeah, you got to re-execute, reassess, talk to the owners, talk to the chefs, staffing. Cocktails. What does the menu look like? Are they ready? Are they not ready? What is that? I mean, you got to go through the logistics every single time. It's a lot of planning and execution. Yeah. So that was my twist. Is I'm going to make it a tour. Instead of just the same place.
So you started off touring right away, like you're from your very first one, you jumped to another spot, or you didn't? Okay, so you just started moving right away.
I started moving around right away.
What inspired you to do it differently than just stay in one spot?
Well, here's the thing: I'm a food influencer, so I don't go review the same place, right?
Right.
I go to different places. Right, like if you guys
that's pretty common sense.
Yeah, I go to different places, new places, oldies but goodies. I go to all of that. So for me, it just made sense. I'm going to have it represent me, and I wanted to kind of bring my community with me. I remember I posted "Who Wants to Brunch with Boozie," and I mean the comments. It was like thousands of people that commented. I said, you know what? I think I need to make this happen. So I can't brunch with everybody, but what I can do is I can host a monthly event where I can bring people with me and, hey, let's try this menu. And every experience is not going to be great. Yeah. Just like when you go to a restaurant, every time. It's not going to be perfect.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so we're going around, we're trying it together. And it's a way for me to connect with the community, for me to bridge the gap between local businesses and the community, just, full circle.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that it's interesting because there's been a lot of spinoffs of the Boozie Brunch model, right? The R&B. And I think that, I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that is, what is the saying? It says, it's a form of flattery.
Imitation.
Imitation. It's biggest form of flattery, right? Yeah. So do you take the spinoffs as flattery, or do you take it, how do you feel about that?
I'll be honest with you. It's flattering for sure, but it's also a little annoying, right? It can be. I'm just be honest. It's a little annoying. You want to take the high road at all times, but at the end of the day, it can be a bit annoying, especially when I'm pouring my heart and my soul into it. And sometimes there's brand confusion. People have messaged me, "Boozie, where you at? What are you talking about? Like that's not even my event, right?" And so, people, it was never about the money for me. It was about the community and being able to connect with the community. And I'll be honest, a lot of people don't even know. Like me and First Date Dude, we host this, and we did not cash out on
Shout out to First Date Dude.
Shout out to First Date Dude, man. We did not cash out on one event for over a year. Not one. We paid every DJ, every person we had to come on out of our pocket. Wow. Videographers out of our pocket.
Wow.
Yeah, for over a year.
That's interesting.
We actually just cashed out. Matter of fact, it was almost 2 years because we just cashed out in December. Okay. And people didn't know that.
So up until this last December, you weren't profiting off any of these events?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
That's how much I really care.
That's how I feel about this podcast.
Yeah, you just when you love something, you're actually passionate.
I love it. I do.
Yeah,
I love it. Like,
right?
It's exciting to me.
That's what I'm saying. So I did not. So now I think about it, it's been almost like about 2 years. Yeah, we did not cash out on one thing, and I paid him and I paid everybody out of pocket.
Wow.
Everybody.
I want to kind of go back a second because you said the Brunch Fix and Boozie Brunch are two different things. So did you start off food reviewing first and then led into the brunch?
Yeah, so okay, let's back it up.
Yeah. Because a lot of people know you because you were doing the food reviews, then the brunches started to come.
Right.
Yeah.
So Boozie Brunch. Okay, so Boozie Brunch, y'all may not have known this. What camera am I looking at? Which one am I looking at?
You're looking at me.
Okay, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Boozie Brunch actually started in 2016.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that, right? But I'll be honest, I didn't do anything with it. I would post a picture here and there. I was like, man, I wanted to be that person that was in the moment, right? So up until probably about 2023, that's when I stopped being lazy about it. And I said, what are these reels that people are making? What are these videos? Like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I kind of tried to piece together something the best that I could. And it started going viral. And I'm like, okay, maybe people want to see some of this. And I grew up in a household where we cooked a lot. I cook a lot, contrary to what y'all may believe. But
you do cook at home?
Yeah. I mean, y'all when we on calls, I'm always cooking in the background.
That's true. Yeah.
And so I grew up in the household that cooks a lot. So I've always had a passion for food. I had a passion for adventure. And I feel like food and adventure kind of just goes well, right? Culture, food, adventure. It just brings a lot of people together just naturally. So, I started talking about it. And people would say things like, there's nothing to eat in the Bay. What?
That is true.
And I'm like, hold on.
That's not true, but people say that.
They have,
but there's
exactly.
a lot of places to eat. Yeah.
Right. And I'd be like, well, wait a minute. We have over, I think, like around 10,000 restaurants just in the Bay Area, Greater Bay Area. Like, you couldn't try every place even if you wanted to. So I took it upon myself because I'm really passionate about it and I wanted to go try it. I'm like, let me just see what I could do and showcase that a little bit and do what I can. And it started going viral. And I'm like, all right. And I started getting a little better with my reels and my videos.
I need to do that. I need to get better.
Oh, man, it's not, man.
It's a thing.
Self-taught, though. Yeah. And, it just went from there. So, 2023, I started off with 4,000 followers in January. By the time May came around, I was at 50,000 followers. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So at 2023, that's 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And you were at 4,000. Now you're up to almost what?
200.
200,000.
So on Instagram it's 200.
Okay.
On Facebook, shout out to Facebook New Community. I just started that really in January.
I saw that. You put, that's blown up quickly too, though.
I'm at 61,000 on there now.
Okay. And your TikTok is what?
43,000 or something like that.
Okay.
And then I also just started YouTube as well. I'm still not good at that, but I hit 5,000 on there. So I'm like, all right,
But you already have an audience who would just kind of naturally shift over.
Yeah, but
then you
it's a little different
because
the audience on YouTube is like, they're like, who are you? I like you. Where you been? And I'm like, oh my God, everybody.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Everybody has a different. You're reaching different people on every platform.
Exactly. Yeah. That's amazing. I think it's interesting because, I do podcasts. Yeah. So, my thing is I can tell how my grind is a little bit slower because there's not a quick like hit, like, restaurant, or I'm gonna follow you for the next restaurant. Right.
Yeah,
and then so you kind of get that eyes a lot faster. Whereas I can tell, I've noticed I'm hit the 1 year mark, which we celebrated together with
shout
the
out to
Young
me
Mark.
Napa, man. 1 year anniversary. Let's go.
And so, but I've noticed that since that 1 year that I've seen an elevation in like viewership and elevation in just, people following and reaching out. Right. So, hopefully by the end of this year, I'm hitting hitting your numbers. Right. But the thing about it is that there are so many other people doing food reviews.
Correct.
Right. Why? I told you this. We spoke off mic, and I was like, yeah, a lot of people are doing it, but why do you feel like your brand is the one that took off?
There's always been a lot of people doing it, but I think for one, I'm about the community. I don't care how many people comment. I'm gonna comment back. Like I'm gonna connect with you guys in those comments, and I respond to people as many DMs as I can. Like I'm really about that community and that culture. That's me. Yeah. Right. And a lot of people say my voice. I hear that. I get probably almost every other post or DM asking, "Have you done radio? Your voice. Your voice." Yeah. I'm like, all right,
you do have a very unique, tone, like, just sonically your voice,
Right, yeah. So I think, between maybe my voice, a little bit of personality, because a lot of people do the same thing. It drives me crazy. Nothing against anybody, but come with me to try the new. Man! Meanwhile, I'm like, hey, What's up, y'all? It's Boozie Brunch. Let's talk about it.
You
we gonna give it some Boozie breakdown.
Big Bay energy.
Yeah. So with the come with me. Okay, we get it. But when you have, you're the 10,000 person talk about come with me, like I'm, whatever, right?
I think I heard that a lot with what I'm building.
Yeah.
People come to me and say, we're tired of the same
script,
swirling the glass in the vineyards, and like come to this one, and like I bring this new fresh different look and appeal to it, right? Even though I'm not on that content side of creation, but just bringing the visibility to Napa Valley in a different way, in a way audience can connect with it, than what is traditional, right?
And I think that's what it's about. It's about being you. Everybody's trying to be somebody else or be what they've seen. It's about being you, and you're going to find your community and your crowd that connects with you. And I think to some degree, I'm still finding them. They're there, but like, be you. And I think, the food space is a little bit oversaturated. It's like, if you're not a foodie, do something else that you like. Figure out something that resonates with you, and you will find your community every single time, right? Like, you're stepping out of the box. I love what you're doing. You're going to find your community. You're finding your community. You're going to continue to leverage your platform and keep building on that, right? And that's what I think it's all about. Like, I'm not trying to be like every other foodie. I'm going to, you rarely see any foodies, pick up a glass of wine or whatever else. Like, that's what I love to do. I love to I love a nice cocktail, but that's me, right? That's part of being, it's boozy first, right? And then it's brunch, but just do things that resonate with you, right? Like, and I feel like Boozie Brunch is also a very trendy kind of name, right? Because who doesn't like a little bit of booze and a little bit of brunch?
Well, that's the boozy is what makes the brunch pop.
Come on now. Hold on. Come on now.
It's true. So, I like what you said something there. You said, leveraging your platform.
Absolutely.
For a lot of content creators, I think that we see a lot of people making money in content creation definitely since COVID. Since COVID, there's been an explosion, right? And then we've seen a lot of people kind of fall off after everybody was able to go back outside, right? But then you have these Phoenix who rise like you afterwards.
3 years after COVID.
come out, because I think there's a lot of authenticity in that, right? But speak to what is the process of leveraging? Like, are you going in? Are you aggressive with the ask? Are you waiting for people to come to you? What are the type of numbers that businesses need to see before they're asking? What are the price points that you're asking, feeling comfortable? Can you give us a little background into how that works, how that system works?
Yeah. So I'll be honest. I walk into a lot of restaurants. I just walk in. I'm able to. I'm blessed enough to be able to afford to be able to go wherever I want, right? And just kind of do what I want and go where I want to go. There are a lot of people who do reach out, hundreds of restaurants and PR teams and whatever else that do reach out. And I'll be honest, content, this is not a place where the money part can be very tricky because you have to spend money sometimes to make money, right? Like, depending on the numbers you're pulling, you get brand deals. Brand deals can be really lucrative. You can make anywhere between, $5,000 to 50 plus, depending on the brand deal. But those sometimes can be far and few in between. It depends on how marketable you are. It depends on who's following you. It depends on your connections, your network. It gets to be very political. As far as the restaurants, restaurants have these thin margins, right? And so it's very thin margins. And so you don't want to be the person that's like, give me right? But I will say that there needs to be somewhat of a change, because you do have restaurants who do profit off of influencers, and they want to pay you in food, right? And just on the other side of things, I'm like, you guys will pay photographers, you'll pay videographers, but the person who is maybe marketing your business, right? Why do you want to pay them in food? Because you're not going to pay that photographer in food. Right. You're not going to pay that videographer in food. Right. But you want to pay the influencer in food. And so my biggest challenge to restaurants that can afford, because some of these restaurants can afford it because they're hiring, like I said, PR teams, and part of the PR team's campaign is to reach out to influencers. So the PR team gets paid, the restaurant gets paid, and then the influencer gets paid in hamburgers and hot dogs. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Which can be like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's struggling businesses out there, and I will go in and support and do what I can, right? And I'll tell them, now it better be good. Because I'm not risking my integrity because you're on your last leg now.
So when you run into a situation like that and you don't like the food, do you just not post it?
In most cases, I'll just probably won't even, if they ask me to come out and I'm just like, hey, listen, we're going to have to do this another time, right? Like, let's not, And
so
then
you're not branding anything that you don't like.
No, I'm not going to, no.
Just
I'm definitely not doing that.
So I give you a check. Hey, Boozie, here's $5,000.
Absolutely not.
Come to my restaurant and you think it sucks. You're not going to.
Absolutely not.
So you give me my $5,000 back or what would you?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you, I have been offered by a certain place that I'm not going to say that offered me, hey, we want to offer you
How much more wine we got to drink for you to say it?
But I was offered, a couple thousand to say this place had the best fried chicken. And I said, well, one, I haven't even tried it. Two, I'm black. You ain't gonna tell me to tell nobody they got the best. Because if it's not, I'm gonna get nailed. I was like, you know what? I was like, absolutely not. For one, it's my integrity there. Now, if I so happen to go in and I feel like it's good, then cool. But I can't just agree to say that prior to.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to move forward with me. I said, that's cool, man. Like, again, I have my career. So I'm not pressed for money. I'm not, in a situation where it's like, oh, I have to say this or I have to say that. Like, no, I make great money working in tech. I don't need to say anything, right? And I pay for like most of my meals. Now there are businesses who ask me to come in and they'll have like launch parties and whatever else. Hey, come in and we're doing a big thing and the media's there and it's a great networking opportunity. And I'm like, hey, this place just opened, so that's cool. But in most situations, and my husband would be like, we've been spending a lot of money on this food. Well, we don't technically have to, but I want to. For me, I want to be as authentic as possible.
Yeah,
and that's just.
I think that's some of the disconnect because I hear from a lot of people where it's like people come and say, hey, I'm an influencer, so give me free. And they're not really adding the value that, right? So there's a sign where I work at, it says influencers pay double, verified triple. So it's like, don't come in here just expecting a handout. So I think there might be an abuse of the system.
I think it's a two-part story. I think the story that's not told is from the influencer's perspective, right? I don't like entitled influencers. I don't like that. Like that's not cool. Be humble yourself, right? Show the respect, tip the waiters, waitresses, tip the staff, whatever. I don't like that. On the other hand, I think there is a culture where influencers aren't respected because some of us can change the trajectory of a local business.
Yes.
And that's not talked about enough, right? Like what happens when Boozie Brunch, hypothetically speaking, right, goes into a restaurant and all of a sudden, like not only have they grown, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 or 30,000 followers, they now have a line. They've had a line or they've been booked out for the last 6 months to a year, right? That has happened with some of the businesses. I may not get a dime for that. So at the end of the day, you want to support local businesses, but how much did that business make off that influencer? Right. Meanwhile, you wanted to maybe pay me, or I paid for my food. Yeah. Or you wanted to pay me in hot dogs, hamburgers, and hot links. Yeah. But how much of a bag did you make off of me? Was it 10,000? Was it 20? Was it 100? Was it 50? I don't know, right? Like, is that fair?
It's hard to put a quantifiable number on the leverage. Yeah.
And then you start asking yourself, is that fair? Right? Like, so, and then you do it with X amount of restaurants, right? Like, and then you start wondering when people are, you paying people, you're paying that staff, you're paying whatever else. And sometimes the restaurant may thank you, they may not thank you. And, and at the end of the day, it's not about getting the recognition. It's not about all of that. But you start to wonder the stories that aren't told are the restaurants who do profit off of the influencers. And, like that's part of their thing. And they're boosting and lacing their pockets. Yeah. Meanwhile, the influencer got a hot dog.
Obviously I follow you and you don't know how many times I see you posting your story of somebody posting a place that you like. Literally, people have made whole restaurant lists for their year of things that you reviewed that they're gonna go to. Like that's impactful, right? Yeah. So I mean, you come from that space now because you built that up, right? Yeah. Not everybody starts there. So people, I think, come in on the onset and like I'm an influencer and I have 2,000 people and and they're trying to just get a free meal or whatever. No. But
That's
you know,
not cool.
you built up the credibility to demand up front.
Well, I don't demand anything. Like I said, I can't.
You don't demand nothing?
No. No.
All right.
I'll be honest with you. I do not go in anywhere demanding anything.
Yeah.
What usually
I guess
happens now.
I don't mean demand like walk in like, hey, I'm Boozie, give me this. But I'm saying once the conversation starts, you have a place where you know it's comfortable for you to start at.
I could, but here's the reality. I walk into a restaurant, it's about an 70 or 80% chance somebody follows me, and it's the waitress or the hostess or one of the chefs, and they be
So
like,
they
hey.
see you.
Hey, and then that
Then it's
happens,
like, oh,
right?
what was this?
But then you do have a lot of restaurants that do reach out to you. Like my inbox is crazy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with restaurants and hotel, everybody reaching out, trying to like get you to come. But I'm never gonna go into a restaurant and be like, hey, this is me. What's up? You know?
Yeah.
No.
You know,
Absolutely.
you don't come in big dog in it?
Nah, absolutely. I can't. No. Not happening.
You said earlier about how, you know, you created your content very differently than the typical, you know, hey, come with me to this place, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about being not only a person of color, but a woman entering into this content space? What have been some of the, you know, which you would consider challenges from the beginning, even up to this point, with being in the space of content creation?
It's definitely challenging because, you know, unfortunately, sometimes you feel like you have to work a little bit harder, right? Like, and I do see people who may not be as in tune with their community or may not have the same impact that I have had previously on businesses, and they may get invited to the star. So sometimes I feel like I have to be twice as good. And I'm sitting at home and everybody got the invites, and I'm just like, well, dang, I mean, you know what? I guess mine got lost in the mail or something. So you start to kind of wonder, like, what is it? I'm supporting local businesses. I think I can be impactful at times. I've built a great community. Like, what happened? What happened there?
Yeah.
And I've talked to other Black and brown influencers, and a lot of them, you know, we're all maybe just sitting at home, or we're just like, oh, okay, well, all of our invites may have been lost in the mail, but so you start to kind of wonder. And a lot of these influencers are very impactful. And sometimes they're a lot more impactful than the influencers that get a lot of the opportunities. And I'm just gonna be honest, I don't even know if I'd call some people influencers. I don't even know. But they get invited to places, and it's cool, you know what I mean? It's totally fine. But you just want it to be a little bit more of a well-oiled system where it's like, hey, like there are people, let's get the impactful people, the up-and-coming people. Let's just make it a more diverse kind of scenario. But I've definitely learned the politics behind it, and everybody doesn't want you in their spaces, and that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I think that is okay, and I don't think that everybody that doesn't want you there, it's always because of color alone. Yeah, it could be for a multitude of reasons, right? And I'm not negating that can be the reason. Yeah, but I'm also saying that, you know, there's a one thing about you finding your community, and they might have a community that they want. You know what I mean? It just doesn't fit that. So
it doesn't fit the overall aesthetic of what they may be looking for. Right. But you don't know. Yeah. You know, and when you see it sometimes, those you build some tough skin, and you're like, okay, you know, next time, or hey, it just wasn't my time, or you just kind of develop like a different perspective around it. You try to be as positive as you can and just kind of move forward. But it definitely happens, and we've been like, okay, all right.
So I got another question before we kind of get into the future of what you'll be doing. Okay. So there was a big story with one of probably the biggest influencer I think on social media is Keith Lee. Yeah. And he came to Oakland, and he had his whole thing with, you know. I'm going to drink. You going to drink? You want me to pour some more? And he came to Oakland, and he said, hey, there's a lot more things going on, right? And simultaneously, you're building your brand as this is happening. I don't know if you know him or if you guys cross paths at all, because you are pretty okay. But how did you take how did you take that, number one, and just how do you feel about that? And because you've built this thing that's becoming a conglomerate. Yeah. In the food space, right. When somebody comes in and says, "Oh no, I don't think that this is the time to do that," and it's your town. It's my town, baby. So how did you feel about that? And also, before we go into that, I want to say shout out to Keith Lee, because he just had his festival thing, and it was big, and I think it's a positive thing. So I'm not doing this to be salacious or viral. But we're homegrown and we're local, and you're someone who's here who's doing it in the very place where that took place. Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this, to each its own, right? That's his opinion. He came out and he didn't have the best experience. Like, the thing about it is, as I mentioned before, the Bay Area has like around 10,000 restaurants, right? Or Greater Bay Area, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That means there's just as many bad restaurants as there are good restaurants.
Yeah.
And he didn't have the best representation, and that's okay. But from my experience, I feel like I don't watch Keith Lee all the time, right? But from what I could see, we go to different type of restaurants.
Okay.
And so I'm more of I want to sit down and I want to talk about the service, not just when they're handing me the bag, to go sit in my car and do a review, but I want to talk about the service just all up. Like, what did that feel like for me, right? Like, what did the cocktail look like? So we have different styles, and each influencer, to me, they're different. Everybody comes from a different perspective and a different lens and a different style of how they want to approach things. You got the influencers that's in the car doing this. I got the viral cheesesteak from da-da-da-da-da, and they doing this, holding it all up in the camera. I still don't understand the car thing.
Right.
COVID is over. What we doing? I don't know. But to each his own. It's their own style. So, but yeah, I just, he's more of a kind of person that eats in the car and does a little bit different. I like to go in, and my vibe is, what does the aesthetic on the inside look like? What do the cocktails look like? What does the presentation on the food look like? Not in a to-go box. What does the plating look like, right?
Right.
So I just think we're different. And again, I don't know all the places that he goes to because I don't really follow everywhere that he goes. I've seen some things, but I think it's just different. And unfortunately, he had a bad experience. You know.
Yeah. Do you find that in hip hop they say people come to different areas. You got to check in, right? Do you feel like other influencers that come from other places, do they try to connect with you or other big names in the area, or do they just come and just do their thing?
I think from what I've had some try to connect with me, but for the most part, it seems like they'll just make a post and they'll just be like, yeah, Bay Area, I'm going to be out there, man. Let me drop in the comments the hot spots to go to. And then I've had some of my following, again, shout out to y'all, that have tagged me and man, follow Boozie Brunch. And that always
your
feels
followers
good.
love you. You got like a hive.
Man.
It's like one of the brunch hive. Yeah, they like Beyonce, like the Beehive, or there's somebody else. I ain't going to mention her because she didn't cat it off. But okay. But like the Beehive, and you got a hive for real. Yeah.
I love them so much. But yeah, so we, but overall, we don't really connect with as many influencers out of town as, for me at least, because they don't reach out to me as much. But a couple have, but for the most part, it's more so, hey, I'm coming out there, dropping the comments where we should go. And that's about it. Yeah.
So do you, what is the future of the brunch look like? What do you have coming up? Think any business has to evolve, right?
Yeah.
And today's society, we are very short. We're short-winded when it comes. Like, we'll experience something, they're like, "What's next?" Yeah. Like, you needed to evolve. You need to look different. Is there anything that you have coming up that you're doing differently? What does the expansion of Boozie Brunch look like?
So, first of all, y'all gotta stay tuned for some stuff. But all good. No, but I will say, like, I'm thinking about a little, maybe, dipping my toe into some festival stuff. So you'll see what that looks like, because I doing these smaller scale brunch fix events, which are awesome. I do want to start kind of branching out and expanding. So we may get like a little festival here and there. I don't want to say it because imitation is the biggest form of flattery. I say it on here. It'll be like, before I know it, somebody
had an idea.
Nah. But so maybe a little something like that. And then also, I really want to host. I'm excited to host some more intimate kind of experiences with people, a little bit different. So you guys will definitely see some different stuff from me later on this year, and just moving forward, some like themed intimate events. And I hope you coming. You gonna come?
Don't bully me.
You gonna come?
You know we coming.
Okay, I want to make sure you coming.
I'm gonna be there.
Yeah. So I've been speaking with a lot of local businesses, and I got some cool ideas, some fun stuff. So just stay tuned, man.
Yeah. So you are you 1 year into marriage?
I am 1 year into marriage.
And so you got married.
Yes.
And shout out to Mr. Brunch.
Yeah, Mr. Brunch.
I gotta shout my guy out, man. I fool with Mr. Brunch, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my guy. You know what I mean? He be holding it down. And you know what? I want to say something about. I gotta shout out the men, because men don't be getting props on the podcast. It be all about women bullying us, telling us what we ain't doing right. But my guy, man, I watch how he take care of you. You know what I mean?
Oh God, you guys always.
We
know
be
the
at
half.
events and he watched. We were at the event that we just had, and he was like, I got to cool on my drinking because he's like, I'm cool. He get to his point. He's like, I'm cool because he got to stay focused.
Yeah.
He got to keep his eye on you, and I love that, man. So shout
Got
out
me
to
smiling, man.
Shout out to Mr. Brunch, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, you get all the props in the world from me. But you had your 1 year anniversary, and you were supposed to do. You had an amazing.
I just want to say this. So I just want to give Mr. Brunch. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I just want to say this. I just want to say
Yeah.
this. I have an amazing husband, right? Like the support is unreal. You know what I mean? Like whether he's tired, like he is today, he tired.
He tired too. Yeah, that's all.
But he's always just there, you know, right in my corner, talking to me like, "Hey, you got this. You need to drink some water. Hey, get out of your head." Like always, just there, supportive. And I appreciate that so much. Like, man, because I know I put him through it.
Yeah, y'all are running around.
Yeah.
Y'all are running around.
Yeah, he
like,
barely
for real.
gets any breaks.
Like, when
Barely
people
gets any
say we
breaks.
outside, y'all not outside like y'all. Like you.
We
You
outside.
guys are outside
Yeah.
for real. It is. Listen, ever since I started this podcast, I've been busier probably than ever. And
Right.
y'all are trumping us by like times 10.
Jeremy,
and I'm tired.
I don't have a free weekend until September.
I know. That's why we had to get this done today.
Yeah. So it's crazy. But shout out to Mr. Brunch.
You know, that's a blessing, though. You know,
Yeah.
it's truly a blessing to be this busy, to
Right.
see your dreams like
Right.
coming true.
This is
you
my
know?
dream.
Yeah,
This is my dream.
To see things coming to fruition that you just planted as an idea, and now it's
Right.
becoming this whole it's birthed into something. But I brought all that up because you went to the Maldives. Now, that was something I wanted to do, but so my wife go, why are we gonna go to Maldives? So we took a world trip, which I ain't mad at. We hit like 6 different countries. And she was
Right.
like, instead of just doing one spot and stuff, but I still got to go back. So what was that like for you? Because the pictures online over, you know, for years, it's like the Maldives. That's the spot, right? What was it like for you? What was that experience like?
I'm sorry. Did I just hit everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go to Maldives. I am a fan. I rarely go back to a country twice, right? But like I'm gonna go back there and just to, you know, you're gonna see a lot more travel content from me. People,
Yeah.
you know, you ask what,
Yeah.
you know, what's a little different. Like it's gonna be a lot. I do travel more often than not. I don't always post that because I like to be in the moment a little bit
I'm
more.
like that too when I travel.
Right, but
Yeah.
I have so much travel content that I could probably just, you know, I have so much content I haven't even posted.
Yeah.
But you're gonna see that a lot more from me. You know, like next month we're going to Greece, right? So we're going to talk about the Greece experience, what that's like. But the Maldives overall, it is not a lie. The videos and the pictures to me don't do it justice. It looks exactly like what you see. You know, it's not all filtered up. It is everything.
Like
and
no
more.
filter, huh?
No filter.
Yeah.
You know, there's no filter on that.
I love it.
Yeah, it was amazing. So like, the only thing that made it a little uncomfortable with the Maldives is that seaplane. I don't know about that one.
The what?
That seaplane we talked about.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
because you got to
seaplane?
catch
Yeah.
a flight to catch a flight to get to
So
your island.
we went to Belize, and
Yeah.
then that was my first time on a charter, a little small. It was a 9-seater plane,
Right.
And so when we came in, we flew to our destination, and it was just me and my wife were the only ones on the plane going to where we went.
Yeah.
But when we came back to the big airport,
Yeah.
it was all the way packed.
Yeah.
So that was my first time, and I got on. Now, literally, when you're sitting down, your head's almost touching the roof anyway.
Right.
I got on, and it was before the AC went on, and I started hyperventilating. I started hyperventilating, so I got up out my seat, and I went back by the door so I could get a breeze.
Right.
I almost was going to have to drive to the airport but I was like, oh, I just need to breathe a little bit. I need the air to hit me.
Yeah.
So the pilot cut the engine on, let the air flow. Then I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I
Yeah.
brought it down, but I feel you though. Those little itty bitty planes.
So I'm gonna tell you, I thought I was over.
Yeah.
I thought it was over. I was in. Oh man, we gonna die. We gonna die. Like, and my husband was like, if you don't calm down, like,
Was yours the one that land on the ocean?
yes.
Oh, so you had the one that with the feet that
Yeah,
land on
with
the
the-
ocean.
with
Yeah.
the-
See,
yeah.
ours was still airport, but it was just small. Now, I never did the ocean land.
I
one.
saw when they start going down to the water. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute now, hold on, hold up. You know, this not no even surface.
Yeah.
you rocking
Yeah,
on
and
the
then when
water.
you
You
land,
hit
you're
that.
like,
Woo.
yeah. Ooh,
I thought
can
it was.
imagine that one. Okay.
I thought it was over.
So that's the only way to get to the Maldives.
That
is
is
that one.
okay. So you can do speedboat. But if you really want, it's gonna take you longer. And if you really want to go deep within the Maldives, one of the islands that kind of, that's not by the main capital, you gotta get on that plane.
You gotta get on that plane.
You gotta get on that plane.
I'll get on the plane.
I mean,
if you can do it, I can do it.
There you go. Because I'm gonna do it. I'll do it again. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If you're gonna do it again, I'll definitely do it again.
They got me.
Okay.
I'll do it again. It's worth it.
Okay.
That is nothing because, like I said before, there are. When you go to Turks and Caicos, it's beautiful. Jamaica, beautiful. All those islands, St. Lucia, all that. I've been all of them, right? Gorgeous. But it hits a bit different when you're able to go to an island that's you can only touch it by plane. Not you get on a plane and then you drive to your hotel. No, you got to catch a flight to catch a flight.
Yeah.
There's a little bit different. You can't just drive to your island. And each resort has their own private island. So that water looks different. It's a little bit more untapped. Right, it's not. You don't get the same pollution. You're just. It's different. The seafood is fresh. I mean, it's.
Yeah, I saw that big crab. Was it a crab
or
was
it a big old lobster?
Big old lobster.
And lobster's different. It's a Maldivian lobster. They don't have the big old claws. You know what I mean? Like I'm used to the lobsters having the claw. They did not have the claw. It looked different.
That's probably how they look when it's not oil in the.
Ours is all mutated.
Mutated. Teenage Mutant Ninja lobsters.
Yeah. So it was incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
Wow.
Oh man, I gotta go back. All right.
Yeah. Cool. So and not to carry on, but I mean, is there anything that you want that you want to like tell the people or just talk about? Is there anything that I might have missed? Is there something that you might want to bring up that I might not have just brought up in discussion? Because we can just sit here and just start talking. We can, and I forget we're on a podcast. Yeah. So, but what else is there out there for Boozie and just in the future? Just what is it that you want?
I will tell people that just know that I love what I do. I genuinely love connecting with the community. I love meeting everybody. If y'all see me out and about. Come say hi. Some people be like, I saw you, but anyway, come say hi. I want to meet everybody. And to those restaurants and businesses out there, there's been a lot of influencer hate. I don't even like calling myself an influencer, but there are some of us who genuinely care about the community, bridging the gap, bringing people together. And I will say that I think I'm one of those, and there are others out there that really care about this. Really put the passion, the energy, and their heart into it, and talk to me. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's work together. Let's build a community and let's see where we can go with this.
One thing I thought real quick before we wrap it up.
Okay.
What has been your favorite food that you've eaten since? Because you probably eat at more restaurants than the average person. So I'll tell you right now. A little bit. So you now see now I'm gonna put you. This is not paid. This is not nothing. Whoever's watching. I want you to give them your top. Like if you had to say, go here in the Bay Area right now, give me 3 places.
Oh, you putting me on the spot.
On the spot, yes. Well,
I'm gonna say one of my favorite places for brunch, Eggy's.
Where's that?
Eggy's. It's in Berkeley.
Eggy's in Berkeley.
Yeah, Eggy's in Berkeley. Man.
Like EGG or you said Eddie's?
EGGYS.
Oh, okay. EGGYS in Berkeley. Okay.
So I love them for brunch. Man, let me think, because I done been to so many different places. My goodness. Putting me on the spot. I'm going to say this. A new restaurant that just opened. Okay. I'm not going to say it's one of my favorites, but I think they did a phenomenal job. Casa Sofia. Okay. They did amazing. They just opened right by the Oracle Park.
I think I saw you posted.
I just saw that.
Get there.
Get there.
Okay.
I think it's good.
Okay.
I think it's really good. Like for them to have just opened, I was a little taken back by how much I enjoyed the food and the experience there.
Okay.
And then another place that I really like, that's one of my favorites, is Allura, and that's actually in Sacramento.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Allura in Sacramento. I think it's Michelin, Bib Gourmand Michelin rated. Phenomenal.
Okay.
Phenomenal. And that's just off the top of my head. My bad, y'all. I got. I
know you, when this come out, they'll be like, why didn't you say? I'm sorry, I put Boozie on the spot. I'm sorry.
I should have been ready for that, though. I should have been ready for it. I wasn't ready for it.
But you know what? I like that. I like the impromptu-ness of it. It's like right there on the spot, because what's going to come to your head is what you truly feel, like what you really like.
Yeah.
Is there any places in Napa that you really like? Have you really tapped into the Napa market?
I don't feel like I've tapped into Napa like I should have.
Okay.
Like there's nothing in Napa that has stood out to me yet where I'm just like, oh my God, guys,
Okay. Okay.
But I mean, I'm here now.
I'm gonna give you a couple spots.
Okay, you're gonna give me. So they better be good, Jim.
Steakhouse.
Wait, Cole's Chop House.
Cole's Chop House.
That's the one.
They're such a staple.
Yeah, Cold Shop House is cool, but you know,
don't do my people over there like that.
I said they cool. I said they cool.
Don't do my people over there like that.
Cool now. I said
don't do my
cool.
people over there like that. I like Cole's.
Okay, give me another one. Give me another one.
There's a mom and pop spot.
Okay.
Barbecue.
Okay.
Biscuits barbecue.
Okay. Oh, speaking of biscuits, I got to give a shout out to Town Biscuits.
Town Biscuits?
Town Biscuits.
Okay.
Like, I need somebody to challenge. Who has better biscuits in the town than Town Biscuits?
I don't want to say it's better because I ain't had Town Biscuits.
You got to try Town Biscuits.
But my guy over there at Biscuits Barbecue.
Okay.
In Napa.
Okay.
He's a trained chef, but he opened up a.
All right.
I might take you over there after this interview. We might have to go over there and just try it out.
I mean, he talking like it's good. You're going to have to do something. You talking like you put your stamp on it.
They're killing it.
You going to say it with your chest? You say it with your chest? All right.
I'm going to tell you something.
Okay.
See now, I know this is Meet Me in Napa, but I got a sister sitting across from you right now.
Okay.
I ain't going to tell no black woman there's some good biscuits. If they ain't some damn good biscuits, all right? You know, come on now. Yeah, this ain't nobody paying me to do this, right?
Okay.
Because I know if I got just some black folks going to come and be like, well, he said in a Boozie interview, so if they going to go get them biscuits, he got this honey butter that, oh my goodness.
Okay, it's the honey butter. I like me some honey butter.
Oh, man.
I do like some honey butter.
Okay, so that's the other one, right?
Okay.
Third one, see, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Now I can only do 3.
Go ahead, I'm listening. Go ahead.
But there's a spot I really, really love. It's called Charlie's. It's up in St. Helena.
I've been in Charlie's.
I love Charlie's.
Yeah, I've been in Charlie's.
They're really, really good.
Yeah,
really, really good.
Charlie's is cool.
But I'm gonna get in trouble because I'm everywhere in Napa Valley, so they gonna be like, why you didn't say my name?
Yeah.
So shout out to all y'all, Compliment everybody. I love y'all.
Everybody,
I love y'all. Yeah.
I'm trying to clean it up now. Don't try to clean it up. Don't try to clean it up.
You know, Boozie, I want to say this.
What's that?
First, thank you so much. Not for coming on, but thank you for seeing what I'm building and attaching your brand to mine. We just finished. I did my 1-year anniversary, and you partnered with me on that. We did it, and I want to thank Overshine Winery in Hillsburg for doing that, and I also want to thank Katie at Whitehall Lane. For doing celebrating my 1-year anniversary with me. These are wineries. These are big brands here in the valley and up valley who have seen what I'm doing and they partner with me. And so you add. I'm kind of like you in year 1. I ain't getting no money yet, right? But when you have certain people who come along and stamp what you're doing, it lets you know you're on your way. Yeah. And so I just want to thank you for doing that because you shown a lot of love and you didn't have to do it. And I remember when I texted you to come on, you was like, man, everybody trying to get me on the podcast, but I'm gonna do yours, but I'm gonna piss some people off. And I'm like, you know what? That just lets me know that what I'm doing is worth pissing people off for. You know what I mean? So I just want to say thank you for coming on today.
Absolutely. No, I mean, again, I'm here for the small businesses. I see the potential. You supported me, and what stood out is that, a lot of people hit you up for something just to gain. You poured into me a bit by coming to one of my brunch events, and I noticed that, right? Yeah. Not only that, you purchased the hat. Yeah. Right? You purchased the hat. You had it on your podcast.
Had it on the podcast. And I meant to have it here today, but I totally forgot. We were rushing out the house. I was like, I forgot
we sold out anyway.
But I said, well, I don't need the hat. I got the person.
There we go. We got the hat. Put it on my husband's tab now.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, though, to me, you pour into me, I pour in back. That I feel like that's respectful. I feel like it just makes sense. Like, and that stood out to me. It's not just like, hey, can you come on my platform and whatever else. It's more so like, hey, I noticed that. I'm like, hey, you know what? That's a little different. I love that. Let me make sure that I pour back into the people who are pouring into me. So that's what it's about.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Much success to you.
We're going to finish this bottle when the camera go off?
Oh, when it go? Oh, we definitely. Hey, and it's only like what, 1:30?
That's what I like.
Yeah, we got the whole day. We gonna boozy it out in Napa. I'm gonna show you a good time.
Okay.
And I have to say this because I know now people gonna watch it because they love you.
Oh man.
One of the things when people come on my show, they gonna get a time.
Okay.
They gonna get a time.
I see.
And I want that to resonate as much as the conversation. Right. To be like, nah, you gotta go to Meet Me Napa because we gonna eat good, we gonna drink good, and it's Napa Valley.
Yeah.
I don't have to work hard.
Who doesn't want to come here?
I don't have to work hard. So fly into Napa, come see me, come sit down, and you gonna have the time of your life, and it's much love. And I just want to thank the community of Napa Valley because they fool with me. You know what I mean? And it's so authentic. Like you said, I didn't come in with airs. I was just eating in restaurants and going to places because I enjoy, me and my wife, we all around town to the point where if I go somewhere without her, they don't even acknowledge me. You know, the first thing they say to me is,
"What?
Where's your wife?"
Where's your wife?
I'm like, yeah, there's a person sitting right here. Like, hi, Jeremy. You know what I mean? They be like, no, where?
Hey, but your wife is amazing.
Yeah, no, she dope.
I need her to come.
I mean, she
That's
dope.
my friend now.
She dope.
That's my friend. That's my friend now. I just want to let you know that. You know, that's my friend.
Yeah, no, I love her. So I love
Hey,
her,
I want to give another
I love
shout
you,
out
baby.
real quick. I want to give a shout out to Michelle McQueen over at Lucy Blue, and she has Town Fair. Like, I just think I love what she's doing. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about, like, there's so many amazing people out there doing things, but I love how Michelle McQueen, how she carries herself overall, and her restaurants do very well. And I just feel like Lucy Blue is a time. If you guys haven't been to Lucy Blue, it's a nice, I almost feel like it's kind of like a little jazz blues club in Oakland, but you know, they have a DJ there. They'll have some live music sometimes. They have some nice bites. Very sexy venue. Great cocktails. It's literally my husband's favorite place to go.
Okay.
And every time after we're done with San Francisco, we're done with going out and trying restaurants. He always wants to end up at Lucy Blue.
All right. Well,
Always.
I gotta get. He's over there. Thumbs up.
You haven't been? Oh, he's thumbs
I haven't
up.
been.
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah.
Sound like
That
a
is
guy's trip. It sounds like a guy's trip, man.
That is his favorite place, and I highly recommend it. You know, for everyone, go.
All right.
Please go.
Yes.
One of my favorite spots too. But he just
thank
loved
you.
it.
Cheers.
Hey, absolutely.
Cheers.
Thank you. Yeah.
Catch us on the next episode of Meet Me in Napa.
Come on.